It's day 6. Oh, can you guys at the front scoot back? Put your phones away. And Sierra, face this way so you can see this instruction. All right, day 6. If you notice, I'm wrapping up my piece with damp newspaper, mostly on the sides because you don't need to keep the very top moist. And if you actually make it too moist, it'll sink in, it'll cave in. So I just wrap the sides, and I already have it on the what is this? A banding wheel with newspaper on it. Last class we did all the scraping and smoothing, and it's pretty good. You can do a little bit more later, but you want to get most of that done before you cut the top, because it's just stronger when it's all one piece. And once you cut the top, yeah, you can do some finishing touches, but you can still change the shape a lot more easily. So once you get your finished, or it all smoothed out, scraped, top and bottom, the tools you'll need for this part to cut the top are a ruler and a needle tool. And you can kind of decide where you want the top to be. And in this case, it's different for everyone because the thicknesses of the top and bottom are different. And so you'll just choose a spot that you feel is best. And in this case, where maybe, I know the numbers are backwards here, but maybe a 7 or 7.5, maybe a 7.5. And I'll just make a mark in the clay, and I'll move the ruler over a little bit more, and then keep my, in this case, 7.5. Rotate around. Just kind of make a dotted line all around your piece. And then all the way around. Maybe take more time. I'm kind of rushing it. Let's see, is it there? And maybe one more. You can make your dots closer together too. All right, and then you're gonna connect the dots, and the reason why we have a flexible ruler is to get around these curvy parts here. So maybe I'll try that. So is that lined up there? And if your dots are kind of vary a lot, just find the best fit and draw in a line. Let's see. You can start out light at first. It didn't meet up very well. Oh well, I'll just go with it. And let's see. I want to be consistent. Sorry, this is boring. But you want to make sure that the line kind of meets the other one all the way around. Just kind of draw that in. All right, so I have a line. Now I'm going to just go over that same line. I have my my needle tool at a steep angle so I can kind of get in that groove and make it a little bit deeper. Whoops, kind of went off there a little bit. If you go off a lot, just take some time and use your finger and just erase or fill in the line that went wrong. All right, and then you can go over it again, but I feel like I have enough of a groove. Well, yeah, I'll go again just to make my groove a little more established. And I like putting on this banding wheel so it's easy to turn. All right, now I have a groove established. And at this point, here's an example of someone who's last year, and they just cut straight through. They just kept that same angle or no angle and cut through. But the problem is that if you do it just straight, the lid slides off really easily. But one way we can deal with that is to, once we have a groove started, hold the needle tool at an angle so that you'll make an angled cut, like a bevel cut. And so I'm gonna hold it at an angle and just take several passes until I go all the way through. And I'll rush it a little bit, but when you do it, oops, see I strayed off. I'll just fill that in. When you do it, take your time a little more. So I'll try to stay in that groove a little more. Keep that angle. And just take many passes. I'm kind of forcing it a little bit more now, but take your time. If it takes you 20 passes, then that's fine. Oops, I went off again there. I wonder if that's gonna be a problem spot. I should have paid more attention when I went over that part. And the points here and here you have to be a little bit more patient with because they're thicker. And so it'll take more to go through there. Maybe that's his problem spot. You'll come at it a different direction for that part. And I can feel like I'm coming through, but still gonna make there. Let's see, okay, I think I'm there. And I take off the top and you'll see I don't know if you can see it, it's cut at an angle. And you'll see I still need to clean up all these crumbs. Here's kind of that problem spot. You can kind of smooth that out a little bit. Try to make that a little bit smoother. And so from here, you just do clean it up, give it some finishing touches. I probably should have a knife. I can scrape off these crumbs here. Remember, you need to remove the crumbs, not just smooth them over. All right. And then just put your name on the bottom, first, last name, class period, and the year. And then we'll put it on the shelf to dry. Any questions about this cutting off the top? All right, go and get your project